the hydrogen industry is just beginning, and I think it's not only thinking about Biden's policy, but it's thinking about our consumers' policies, our customers' policies. That's really what's driving the growth today, and government policies can just make it even better.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I wanted to go over a couple of speculative growth stocks and, my overall thoughts on them and why they're running up and if they are a buy now. Before we get into it, if you don't mind just dropping a like and hitting subscribe, it really helps out the channel. And check out the links in the description to the free Discord server, my merch, and also the link to Webull, where when you sign up and deposit $100, you get 3 free stocks. Now let's get into it. All right, so stock number 1 is Plugpower, and in the last 3 months, they're up 106%. Last month, they're up 40%, and in the last week alone, they're up almost 21%. So for those of you who don't know what Plugpower does, here are the spark notes on them. Plug was one of the first to commercialize hydrogen fuel cell technologies. Plug provides hydrogen fuel cell turnkey solutions for the electric mobility and stationary power markets in North America and Europe. They focus on proton exchange membrane, or PEM, fuel cell and fuel processing technologies, fuel cell battery hybrid technologies, and related hydrogen storage and dispensing infrastructure. The company offers GenDrive, which is a hydrogen-fueled PEM fuel cell system that provides power to material handling electric vehicles, GenFuel, a hydrogen fueling delivery, generation, storage, and dispensing system, along with GenCare, an ongoing maintenance and service program for GenDrive. It also provides GenKey, which is a turnkey solution for transitioning to fuel cell power. And lastly, ProGen, which is a fuel cell stack and engine technology used in mobility and stationary fuel cell systems. The company offers its products to retail distribution and manufacturing businesses through direct product sales force, original equipment manufacturers, and dealer networks. Plugpower was founded in 1997 and is headquartered in New York. According to this article, Plug's third quarter sales were 80% higher than a year ago, and this sparked a chorus of cheers on Wall Street, with no fewer than 5 separate analysts raising their price targets on the stock to anywhere from 22 all the way to 30 a share. So Canaccord acknowledged that the stock is richly valued and currently trading at 22 times its trailing sales, and the company is not even profitable yet. But the financial services company also sees a potential catalyst to the shares in the form of a third pedestal, if they got another customer joining them like Amazon or Walmart already has, in ordering fuel cell power systems from Plug. So basically, if Plug announces another big size deal like this or partnership, then I'm sure the stock will move even higher. So onto the growth potential. I do think there is a lot of buzz around hydrogen right now, and the idea is very, very cool, but it's still in the early stages and needs more work. I think this will be a part of our future 100%, but I'm not personally rushing into it. I'm more focused on direct EV plays right now, like Tesla, FVAC, ChargePoint, those kind of plays. However, I will keep close watch on Plug and Advent for a potential, investment opportunity for a long-term play in the future. But we will see. In my Advent video, I did mention I am interested in it. I'm just not jumping into it quite yet. And Plug and Advent are the two that I'm watching for this. Onto their financials. They are not yet profitable, and I don't think they'll be profitable until around 2024, which is what, we're projecting. So we do see this with a lot of growth plays. And it's just something to be aware of. It's not a deal breaker, but this is definitely a play for the future. And I wouldn't expect them to 10x, their stock price anytime soon. I think the people that were in this stock since it was $5 really saw an awesome gain. But I wouldn't invest now expecting that same type of growth, almost a second time. I feel like the people who were in since it was $5 had a lot of great patience and they were rewarded for it. So just keep that in mind. I think the increase this year was just really solid, but I'd be careful now. A pullback could happen, and they do burn a lot of cash as a company. So the main thing is, can they continue to fund their business into profitability? So this is where the risk definitely comes in, especially buying, at close to all-time highs. That's pretty risky now. It's definitely a speculative growth play, and it's up to you as an investor to decide whether or not you're confident in holding Plugpower through their unprofitable periods, and if you see a bright future for them, in the coming years. So I found this article, and I will link this below, but it was basically just to learn a bit more about hydrogen fuel cells, and I'm just gonna, talk about the bullet points, and you guys could read through more of it if you would like. So the benefits of hydrogen fuel cells: they're more efficient, they're quieter, they eliminate pollution, no more economic struggles, longer operating time, and no need for grids. Now, onto the challenges of fuel cells. Can be quite expensive, not beneficial for the big companies. Further study is needed on them. So, like I said, I think it's still kind of in the baby stages. Not very robust. Safety issues. That's actually what brought me to this article. I was looking up the safety issues of it. And the technology has been developed with this in mind, and the science works perfectly. The only real problem is the issues of safety. Hydrogen is highly flammable, more so than regular fuel, and it's harder to contain than oil, which means that any car fitted with a hydrogen fuel cell is a lot more likely to blow up or set on fire if exposed to extreme heat, or if it breaks down or overheats. So that's a pretty big issue, and I'm not sure how far they are with that issue and solving that, but I just wanted to bring this article up, and it'll be linked in the description. Another fuel cell company that I just mentioned in this video is Advent, and this is one that I also have my eyes on, and I view them as competition. So I'm actually wondering, will they spike up like Plugpower once they get their analyst price upgrade and all that? So it's just something that I'm noting and putting on a watch list for now. So to finish up on Plugpower, they do have strong analyst buy ratings and strong sales growth. So in my personal opinion, if you wanted to buy into this, you do need to have a longer term outlook on this play. I think a lot of these EV and hydrogen future plays will take off more towards 2024 to 2030. So patience will be key here. So next up is Fisker, and this one I'm going to talk about very quickly. Basically, Fisker is another EV company and former SPAC. They used to trade under ticker symbol SPAQ, and they recently got a price upgrade which really popped the stock off. So they got the price upgrade to $22. So in the last month, they are up almost 85%. In the last week, they're up just about 50%. And as of last Friday, they're up about 16.5%. Now, I will say straight up, I don't own any shares of Fisker. But I do like to trade Fisker, and I recently played a call option on the run-up, but that's about it. So I personally think this hype will eventually die down, but that's not to say you shouldn't invest in them if you personally like them. I just like other EV plays a bit more. Fisker to me seems a bit risky and speculative at the moment, so this could just be another EV hype stock, but we will see, time will tell. So the Fisker Ocean won't come out until 2022. And they're not yet a profitable company, so that, in my head, makes me think, okay, it's going to be a couple years until they reach profitability. And in 2013, they did file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Now, I don't think this is something to worry about anymore, but I just wanted to mention it for those of you who were unaware. I do think Henrik Fisker does give the people what they want. People really want, the PR, and he does it on Twitter. He goes on shows and he talks about his stock, and the people who hold the stock love to see that because that will make the stock price go up. So he's very good at doing that. And the cars look awesome, in my opinion. I think they look really cool, and they could be a solid competitor in the EV field. But only time will tell. As of right now, I'm not considering Fisker as an investment. But, definitely let me know what you think. Are you in on this stock? Do you see a future with them, or do you see a pump and dump? I personally would prefer to just trade this stock. So this doesn't mean that I won't trade Fisker. Like I mentioned, I would be willing to swing trade or even play call options on them as long as the volume is high enough for the stock. But as I was researching for this video and looking into Fisker more, we do have some news that I found out. They are making an announcement on November 15th, which is Sunday, so before the market opens on Monday, obviously. And if they have a big announcement, this could really cause a spike in the price for the week. Be careful because it might cause the price to go up Monday, Tuesday, and then sell off. So just be very careful and, sell the news type thing. The only difference is we're getting this news on Sunday. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. We don't know what the news is. I would assume that they may be announcing another model of car that they could be releasing in 2022 as well, or we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I'll be watching closely for that news, and I wish I knew of this earlier, because I would have gotten into some sort of a position prior to this. So those of you who are already in Fisker, good job. I hope this really plays out for you. So that's pretty much it for me, guys. I just wanted to talk about these two stocks because they have been running up quite a bit lately. I will definitely keep watch on them, but I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. Are you guys into these stocks? Are you buying them? And do you see a huge future for them? Or do you think this is more just a hype thing and it'll die down? Let me know in the comments below. Please like and subscribe, and have a good one.
Getting money, I just went up in my stock. Up in traffic, never lacking in a drop.